Ho there! As you may have heard, we have a little tradition every summer here in Fairhaven.
Yes, the summer festival. I know.
Well, you're right on top of things, aren't you? I like that in a citizen. Speaking of which, I could use some help.
I was waiting for that.
With my speech, the peak of summer is everyone's favorite time of year, and I want to capitalize on that goodwill. Do you think I should talk about history, unity, or the future?
I think the history of the festival would be interesting.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I better get to writing my speech.
Oh, quick! Ah! Oh, quick! Gotcha! I've been reading this journal. It belonged to Grandma, and...
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I know Hazel took the journal in for rebinding. I'm glad that it's safely back in your hands.
There are entries that mention the faeries. Does Fairhaven have faeries?
You still have much to learn about the magic on this island. But before I tell you more about that, you must prove that you understand us. As a coven, speak to the Farseer witch. He will explain. We've lost many. I thought that someday, but I never did.
Your Gran wasn't a fan of our masks, but rules are rules. You've got to earn our trust before we can reveal who we really are. Unless you think you can guess my name.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Don't be calling the Fae folk unless you mean it now. You're to complete a test. Each member of the Coven will ask you for a magical item. You're to bring it to them.
Sounds easy enough.
During the day, in town. If you give it to the right person, we'll say so.
What? But what if I give it to the wrong person? Won't Cameron freak out if I give him some magic doodad?
Don't worry. Civilians can't read incantations. It just looks like a blank piece of paper to them. I'm to set you the first task. It has to do with time.
Oh, time travel? How far back can I go?
You're not ready for that yet, novice, but you can try pausing time for a moment to give you long enough to finish what you've got to do. It will only work while you're in the place you read the spell. Once you leave that space, time will resume its course. Here's what you need to write the spell. Come to me during the day when you've finished it. Heard you've been asked to help with the summer festival.
Yes, Sophia asked me to fetch wood for the bonfire.
Balefire, you mean? Witches have been celebrating the solstice with balefires for millennia. Non-witch folk came along, kept the custom, changed the name. So it goes. They only remember part of the legend.
How does the coven celebrate the festival?
Oh, we join in with the rest of the town at the balefire. Our own traditions, we keep to ourselves. Say, you got any milk and honey?
What for? Oh, is it another potion?
You gotta learn your summer rites, novice. We leave offerings for the Fae folk every summer. It's tradition.
Okay, well, honey, I can handle, but milk, I don't have a cow.
The island will provide.
Are you telling me to just search for a cow?
Course not. You might be able to strike a deal with the rancher who just moved in.
Hey, I've heard you're helping with the summer festival.
Word gets around quickly in this town, doesn't it?
Every summer, I make my giant strawberry shortcake for the whole town. It's my own personal mission to make it bigger every year. One day, I'll beat the world record. I need strawberries. Heaps and heaps of strawberries. It would be so awesome if you could spare some. Oh, I hope my flower delivery comes in time.
is it time for bed?
Hey now, thanks.
Morning, Parker. Can I help you with something?
Well, yes, actually. Natalia told me all about the great job you did on the mine. And you know that broken bridge over yonder?
Uh-huh. What'll it be?
Well, some more wood and some iron from your mine would shore up the supports. The mayor's excited because a scientist with a big research grant wants to move into the old lookout post. But I just want to take walks up the mountain pass again and visit my favorite flowering dogwood trees.
Okay, I'll help.
Thanks. You can bring the supplies by my shop when you're ready.
getting the sense that Fairhaven's festival isn't just about the solstice. Is there a story behind it?
Oh, yes, there certainly is. Here, let's step outside and I'll explain. This is a statue of my ancestors, Peggy and Molly. They lived here during colonial times.
Whoa. I knew your family had been here for a while, but I didn't realize just how long.
One summer during the Revolutionary War, the British Navy demanded all of the town's stores. So the people of Fairhaven loaded all of their crops and livestock into a storeroom ready for transport. The next morning, the soldiers opened the doors and saw an empty storeroom. So they had to sail away empty-handed. Then Peggy and Molly led the mayor of Fairhaven to the lighthouse. And there it all was. The girls swore up and down that they'd prayed on it and a miracle had happened. To this day, we still don't know how they pulled it off. But we celebrate it, even if we don't understand.
And here I thought this was just a statue.
Oh no. It's rare that the things around us are just anything.
You saw my request. Thanks. Hiya, Parker.
Hi, Tara. How are things on the farm? I'm really glad an old friend of Lena's moved back to town. Lena's lived here her whole life, but she doesn't really have that many close friendships.
Well, what about Sophia?
Oh, yeah, they're friendly enough, even if the music coming from the diner drives Lena crazy sometimes. I just meant it would be nice for Lena to have a friend who really understands her. I'm just glad you're here is all. I hope you and Lena get to spend more time together. Okay, I'll get started fixing up that old coop right away. Should only take a day or so.
Am I sure this is the Farseer witch? I'll have to make another incantation and explain myself if I'm wrong. Here you go, Shelby.
That's fine. You keep it. You'll need it.
So I passed?
You were always gonna pass. Now, go on. Don't want folks getting too curious.
Finally! Finally!
The Farseer tells me that you've done well. Let's see if your observation and intuition is as strong with me.
What will it be then? Do you want a potion that will turn the mare into a frog?
Nothing that advanced yet.
See, it's the yet part that concerns me.
I want a bottle of my favorite summer drink, Honey Mint Cooler. It's so refreshing on a hot day. You have a beehive, yes? Back home, we make a simple syrup with honey and mint. But brewing it in your distillery gives it an extra kick. If you are successful in completing my task, perhaps more witches will be willing to reveal themselves.
Should I go to bed?